Channel.
All right, come.
Should be immediately.
Yeah. Oh shit! So I got the notification.
You said what?
I got the notification.
Okay. All right. Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Hashem. All right, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who do well and taught us. As always, giving peace, much love, and salutations to those for elect. All right, it's Great Millstone Natural Camp coming at you once again. Spirit Party hop outside. Lord willing to be edifying. Real quick lesson. Through the spirit, we're gonna address these women, man. You know, the women that are not in the know, and hell, the women that are in the know. Because brothers say it all the time. You know, if you got a, 9 times out of 10, these women that know the truth be the worst fucking ones, man. You know, they always got something to say. They always trying to correct you on according to the scriptures and ultimately just being out of order. You know, they're constantly being out of order. And it's going to be this way until Yahushua comes back. But if a brother has something to start with, then they can go ahead.
I got it.
Go ahead.
It's 1 Timothy 2:11, reading down to 12.
Yeah.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Mm-hmm.
But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Right. So that's the ultimate, when it comes to this ministry, that's the role of a woman, like in especially in the church, which is another indicator of it being completely off. All right, in the churches you have what they call deaconesses or some shit like that. Deaconess. You got some pastors that are women, but they're in high positions in the church and things like that when they're not supposed to be in those positions at all, man.
Right.
If you're a woman, and this is according to the scriptures, all right, this isn't according to our opinions, so you getting emotional about it is just something you got to take up with the Most High, because this is just what it is. All right, according to the scriptures, according to the law, concerning the law, you don't have any room to be speaking up and trying to, as I said, usurp authority over a man.
Mm-hmm.
You're to learn in silence. You're supposed to be in subjection. If you need to know something, you're gonna ask. If you have a husband, you're supposed to ask your husband.
Right.
These women nowadays are completely out of course.
Right.
They go around talking and asking all these stupid ass or making all these stupid ass remarks. Completely out of order. Was that it on that?
I got something else, but that was
Go
it.
ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 11:9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Mm-hmm. You can go into that up.
And that's just playing upon table, because women push themselves to be on this pedestal of now, and I've seen it many a times. They say that women are the prize. Well, if you want to be technical, men are the prize, because when dealing with this truth, a man really is a prize possession, because he's the one that can get you saved, man. All right, if he's of the elect, you need to get with a man who's of the elect, because that's basically your savior, your Lord. Okay, so if women think that just because they pretty or they have a box, they think they have the authority to rule over you. All right,
Mm-hmm.
the kingdom, like as the brother said in the scripture, say, it's out of order, it's out of whack. Okay, that's one of the many reasons why Yahushua is coming back to destroy this place, man. Okay, that's one of many, because you women are out of order. That's why a lot of you women are gonna, be asked out in Jacob's trouble.
Right.
You didn't know how to listen. You didn't know how to shut up. You didn't know how to be in subjection. And you didn't get a man in the Lord. And even if you do have a man in the Lord right now in your possession, you're treating them like shit. You talking back. You always got an attitude with all that. That's gonna cost you, man. The scriptures say, the Lord will have you. Simply paraphrasing, the Lord will have you really accountable for every idle word. I don't remember where the scripture is at, but simply paraphrasing, every idle word, you got to pay for that.
Yeah. Oh. real quick. Sirach 26 and 14. And 14. A silent and loving woman, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. You see, so a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. That's going, hey, you supposed to be fucking quiet, man. That's ultimately your role. Like I said, especially concerning the law. The woman is over, raising the children, maintaining the things within the household, and the man maintains everything outside of the household, as well as inside the household. But he's not going to be, watching the kids,
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and making them breakfast and shit like that. That's not his role. His role is to go out and what's the word? Basically, get things to provide for him and his household, man.
Right. And women, and they've had, because women now push narrative as well, it's supposed to be 50-50. Like you go half on taking care of the kids, half of this, half of that. That's not the order, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that 50-50 shit. Your job is to do what you're supposed to do as a woman, an Israelite woman. You're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing, and an Israelite man is supposed to be doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's his part, and then do your part. It ain't no we share jobs, no. But that's what Eve be trying to do in this society. Do both. But go ahead. That was it.
Con, Malachi, you got something?
Yeah, I got something.
Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10, and then I'm going to read verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm jumping back up.
Okay.
It says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Most of us can't.
Yeah.
Most of these women are fucking off, bro. Which is why I'm going to read this one. Because even if you have a woman that is actually worth your time, Apostle Paul still said to act like you don't have a wife.
Yeah.
It says Proverbs 31 and 3, because at the end of the day, that ain't got nothing to do with you enduring this truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
What she does, that's on her. Now you gotta, you're gonna be held responsible because that's, your possession, just like you're held responsible for your car and your house. But that's not what your focus should be on.
Right.
Especially understand that a lot of these women ain't fucking shit, and they're really gonna backstab you once they get that bag. Proverbs 31 and 3 says, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. So we're future kings and priests. Don't give your strength on a woman. The only woman in reality that you should be giving your strength onto is Sophia. If it ain't got something to do with this truth, then it ain't coming first. Right. It's that simple. If it comes first before this truth, you falling out. You're done. Right. You got to be focused, man. Right. There's a lot of stumbling blocks and bullshit going on out here, and if you get entangled in it, you're gonna fall. You got to be focused on the prize, man. Where everything's gonna be perfect, the kingdom of heaven.
Right. Yeah. And that's it, bro. That brother said it. He couldn't have said it any better, man. That's perfectly it. Go ahead, Y'all know you got something. Was you done with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, y'all know.
This is because that's the spirit the brother got into. You gotta stay focused and maintain. But this actually happened to some guys that came in the truth, and this is what happened. First Ezra 4 and 26, reading down to 27. Yeah, may there be that have run out their wits for women.
Salakia. You might have to start up. What is that? Second Ezra 4?
No, first Ezra 4.
First Ezra 4. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Let me hot with you real quick. Bear with me. Where'd you start at?
Verse 26.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that was it. Okay, Salaki, go ahead.
There you go. First Ezra 4 and 26. Yea, many there be that have run out their wits for women and become servants for their sake.
Salaki, and that's plain. Okay, that's exactly what that scripture reads. That's exactly what that means, man. You go ahead.
I got the etymology. Were you talking to him or me?
No, Malachi.
I got the etymology for the word wit. It says mental capacity, understanding, intellect, sense.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Yeah. And you have men that have run out of their complete fucking minds, lost their fucking marbles over fucking women. And it happens, and it still is happening. You know, brothers know examples, and may not be personal examples, but they've heard of them. They, you know, they were told of them, and this is in the scriptures for a reason. You know, there's a couple stories in the book. You know, Samson gave his trust over to a woman, ultimately resulting in his downfall, man.
Yep.
You know, and that's just one example.
I got a scripture for that. Real quick, so like,
no, go ahead.
Romans 15:4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. So, like his brother said, you know, he ended up making a mistake, and that's not to bash him. That's so the people that end up following the Lord later on can learn from that.
Right.
It says that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Yeah, because what King David he ended up committing adultery
and murder.
You know, right, and murder. He ended up getting the woman that he committed adultery with. Essentially, he ended up getting her husband killed. You know, basically setting him up. But that's not the bash King David, because he's gonna be the right underneath Yahweh Shai in the kingdom of heaven. You know, so it's not the bash King David, but as the scriptures speak that the brother just brought out, you know, it's written for our learning, so that way we don't do those things, so we can, you know, continue to grow and build up through the faith. Because like that scripture said, man, many have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Right. You know, because Jake, we know, you know, and brothers know personal examples of Jake in the world. We was in the world, and you got homeboys, they doing whatever the fuck it takes, you know, and possibly some of us was doing whatever the fuck it takes to try to keep a woman and keep, you know, try to make a woman happy and all this, being a simp, you know, ultimately, hey, that shit's bad, you know, and it's literally, I you know, y'all will not, you know, there's a couple people that died in the city over a damn woman.
Yep.
You know, literally, two niggas about to fight. One guy ended up getting shot over a woman, bro. But go ahead, y'all know.
Because, you know, the scriptures say not to stumble upon a woman's beauty.
Yeah,
you have to stumble upon a woman's beauty. Because that's what people are using her for. She's so pretty. I gotta have her because she's so pretty. She's so thick. She got them luscious lips. She's got them goodies. You know, that's it. Men is like, I'll do whatever to have her. I will kill for sex. I'll rob for sex. I'll lie for sex. I'll pretend to be gay for sex. You know, Jake going out there for women.
Yeah.
Doing unnecessary shit just to get the woman. And the woman, how evil that she is in this time, Eve, you doing all that stuff, and that woman you don't even get what you wanted. You don't even get the woman. She uses you. She maxes out your credit card. She robs you. She sets you up. You know,
even if she don't do that, because a lot of times, when Jake be trying to, you know, chasing these women and shit, then they finally get them. It don't be anything that they expected.
Yeah, that too.
It'd be nothing that they expected, man. So you then you look back and you like, damn, I just spent the last 8 months chasing this ass. You know, this bitch had me waiting for some box, and now I got it. And it's garbage. It's sandpaper.
Right.
Like, you know, you just be hurt.
Big flying a woman out and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Whole demon, man.
Hey, and you know, like I said, it happens.
Yeah.
You know, it fucking happens, but like the scriptures just speak about, you know, these things were written for our learning. You know, so we can learn and grow from it. You know, we don't have to suffer the same fate as men before us, or hell, even men that are still around us, because, you know, certain brothers have went through certain situations, and they're going to tell you firsthand experience. Don't do that shit.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You know, if you do that shit, hey, it's gonna be bad, man. Right. But
I got more.
Yeah, go ahead and finish that.
Was that in Malachi?
Yeah.
The first Ezra 4:27. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women.
Plain, okay. Y'all and I was stating earlier, you got guys that are willing to kill, steal, and do everything but heal for a woman, right? You know, they're willing to do it all manners of wickedness, simply for a woman. You know, because what is I'm gonna jump up real quick in the same chapter, First Esdras 4, and 23. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness. And when he have stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. You know, hey, so men are willing to do whatever the fuck they want to do, man. All for a woman. They're willing to do whatever it takes to keep a woman happy, and especially in Babylon, that's what's pushed, because with Eve being second in command under this whole thing, you know, you got Esau, and then Eve is basically their right hand woman, if you will. You know, they're on top, and so that's what this society pushes, women on being on top. All you gotta, you know, when you propose to a woman, you got to get on one knee and bow down to this bitch and ask her to marry you. You probably been slinging rod to this bitch for the past 2 years, and now all of a sudden, now y'all know, man. You know, you are. Then on top of that, 9 times out of 10, she not a virgin. You know, but this society pushes to praise the woman and put her on this type of pedestal, and they're not even deserving of this pedestal. What does it say? What'd you bring out? Proverbs 31,
yeah,
and 10. When it talks about a virtuous woman, her roughly paraphrasing, but her price is far beyond rubies, something like that. Ain't none of these bitches virtuous, man. When you really want to get into it, and break it down, none of these fucking women are virtuous, man.
All right. The scriptures, not the scriptures, but they push this agenda of women worship women 2021. Women talk about how bomb they are. Like, what are you doing that puts you on top of a pedestal? Like, what are you doing? What, good coochie? I mean, that's damn near everywhere. Well, not even that. Just coochie. You just got coochie. That's everywhere.
Yeah, it's worthless at the end of the day. Was that it on that?
Yeah.
You got something, Malachi?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err. Which, if women rule over men, that means they're the ones that are causing us to err.
Yeah.
Because they're being set up as leaders when they don't belong in a leadership position. It says, and destroy the way of thy paths.
Yep. Hey, because when you look, to go into the scriptures, it says, other woman came to begin to sin, and through her we all die.
Right.
You know, so, hey, going into it, man, these women aren't supposed to be set up in any type of power seat positions, because they don't know, for one, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's the main point. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and it's just gonna be madness and confusion.
Right.
It's gonna be mass confusion. If this world was ran 100% by women, it would be mass confusion, man. It would just be strictly emotions, nothing but emotional shit. That's why the women, when it concerns the law, they're told to be quiet. They're not. There's a reason why the Most High has it where y'all are commanded to be quiet. It's not to insult you and make you feel like a less of a person. It's because you are an emotional being. You are 100% in the flesh. There ain't no such thing as being in the spirit when it comes to a woman.
Right.
A woman can't say, "Yeah, I'm in the spirit tonight." No, you're not. You're in the flesh.
Yeah, a lot of women push now. They're on their spiritual journey.
Nah, bullshit. And real quick, I got this. 1 Timothy 5, I'll start at 12. Having damnation because they have cast off their first faith, and with all they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also and busybodies speaking things which they are not. And that's what these women end up fucking doing, man. Going around and just talking, just to hear themselves talk.
Nosy.
Yeah, women a lot of times don't, when they say something, they don't analyze and realize that what they just said made no fucking sense.
Right. Because they, it's like that she knows she's wrong when she responds with an attitude and insults you or be like, whatever, nigga. Like, because that's wrong. You're just trying to make sure, you're just trying to tell yourself to not give a shit because the damage is already done.
That's why they're commanded to be quiet, man.
Right.
The Most High has everything in perfect lineup. Malachi, was you gonna say a point before you get that precept?
What precept?
No, I'm saying y'all and I got a precept. I thought you were gonna make a point.
No.
Okay, come. Salaki, go ahead, Doc.
Okay, come. This is 2 Ezra 5 and 8. There should be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their place, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Going into that too, because the women, especially in modern day times, and it says they shall bring forth monsters. All these niggas, that's because that's what they're raising. They're raising niggas. Single mother. If you're a single mother, there's a 99.9% chance that you're gonna raise a nigga, a dumbass, or a mo, a flag it.
Yeah, flag
it. Okay. It's one of the three. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Why? Because, like I said, this isn't to insult women. This is just the mere facts. Y'all are not capable of doing certain things that the men are capable of doing. That's why Esau, Edom, took the man. His main goal was to take the man out of the household, man, because he knows that y'all can't do this shit. Go ahead, Malachi.
I wanted to read didn't you read 1 Timothy 5?
Yeah, 5 and 13, 12 and 13.
I'm gonna read the 1 Timothy 5 and 14.
Okay.
I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house.
Yep.
Which means in the right direction. Give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully.
God.
And that's exactly what people do, because people look at the nation Israel, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, like we ain't worth a damn. Because you look at how out of order all of our people are, men, women, and children alike.
Yeah.
Completely finished. Through.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it go, because and like people like to say that it was very popular, early on when I first came in. Talk, y'all always talking about women. And it's like we get on the men, because the men they're supposed to be the ones leading this in the right direction. So we get on the men more. We get on the men more than the damn women, because the men are the Most High only dealing with men. So that's who our message primarily goes to when we go out on the highways and byways and do these lessons. Yes, it's to the whole nation of Israel, the men and the women, but we mainly talking to the men.
Yeah.
Because your household, if it's you and your woman and 5 kids, you're not gonna get saved off of the acts of your woman.
Right.
She's still smoking blunts, eating. You're not gonna get saved off of that. You're gonna get saved off the acts of the man that's the head of that household, man. Lord, if the Lord permits, if that's the Lord's will, But we know that that's through the scriptures and stuff. But was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, y'all. Now.
Ecclesiastes known as the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and the scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. So, as a woman, you're not supposed to be jealous over another woman. You got a lot of women. That's where Eve be fucking up too. She looks a certain way. She's this, that. You're jealous of her. What are you jealous of her for?
Isaiah 4:1.
Isaiah 4:1.
They mad about that.
You gonna tell her everything else in the scriptures. She'll be like, oh yeah, the prophecies and all of that. Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. knowing the names, all that. Then you tell Isaiah 4:1, then she ain't with it no more. She found out that you can be with more than one woman. Eve can't stomach that.
Emotions. That's why the Most High commanded them to, quite frankly, shut the fuck up. You have no room to be speaking on anything concerning the law, statutes, and commandments because you're not going to fully understand it. Mm-hmm. The Most High is dealing with the tabernacle of men. Y'all not going to get it on the same level as we get it. And they, oh, well, what about the women in the scriptures? And I'm a prophetess? No, man. Because for one, a prophetess is a wife of a prophet.
Right.
You ain't never heard, ain't nobody out there teaching. Ain't no damn women out here teaching, man. That's IUIC shit. They doing that shit in Nashville. Fucking teaching on Broadway at 8 o'clock, 9 p.m. while niggas is drunk as fuck. You see how dumb that shit is? Mm-hmm. Fucking ignorance.
You got your
I'm gonna get you. Sluggy, go ahead.
I was like, even if a woman's not teaching, you got her on the other side watching, filming.
That's weird. That's weird shit, bro. That's the apostle speaking about that back in the school. Part of the problem, because they was trying to bring women into the school and shit. Or they had women in the school. Adultery was going on and all this. Man, that's why the woman don't need to be around concerning this word. You can teach if she got questions and she's your wife, you can teach her. But otherwise, man, we not out here to wake up women, bro. Because they're not gonna be saved off of knowing the most scriptures.
Right. You got women in the comment board talking shit. It's like, bro, relax, calm down. Like,
off of emotion.
Play your part. Eve can do anything else, but just not play her role. It's like that's the hardest thing for you to do. The hardest thing for a so-called Israelite woman, a so-called Black, Native American, and Latino, mostly a so-called Black woman, because that's mostly their problem. They don't know how to shut the fuck up. They talk too damn much. Your mouth is gonna get you killed, man. Just relax.
Right.
You gonna get your fair share in the kingdom, man. Just do your part.
Real quick, I'm gonna get this precept. All right, wow, I dropped it. Shalom, y'all. Jeremiah 31-22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And that's what we're dealing with in modern day times. A woman has completely compassed a man. It's easier for a woman to succeed in this society versus a man in a true man. When we say man, we're talking about a true man, especially concerning the man of the Lord. Certain brothers, they might have women and shit. They're women and it's just easy for them to go get it. They get approved for everything, loans and jobs and all this shit. And meanwhile, your dick in the dirt, man. You struggling. You trying your hardest. And it's nothing in compare. But that's why in the kingdom of heaven, the roles are gonna be completely split. Now the woman, in the kingdom, the woman ain't gonna be, on some nitty-gritty shit. All women are gonna be in good standing. They're gonna be in their right mindset. But that order is gonna come back. We're going to be above the woman again. She's going to listen to what we have to say and agree with it and go 100% with it. She won't have a choice. The spirit is going to be too compelling. Malachi, you got something?
Yeah. We talked about how women weren't given understanding. I don't know if somebody read this one, bring it out, and then I got a word to bring out. It says Job 39:17. Because God hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
God. Yeah, hey, nobody got that, bro. But that's another plain one. The Most High deprived her from understanding. And that's the thing. And it's funny, there's a lot of women, when that scripture gets brought up, I've seen a couple of women scoff at that scripture and they go up and always talking about an ostrich. No, the fuck is not, bro. Is talking about y'all. Y'all don't this is you. women that say, or the ones that I've seen that was saying shit like that, furthermore prove that scripture. The Most High has deprived y'all out of understanding. You don't have it. You're siding with your enemy. Okay, you treat your man like dog water. Then you don't have any understanding, man. No wisdom was given unto you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, was that it on that?
Yeah, and then I got the word, a word.
Yeah,
But like you said, because that's, I mean, there's certain scriptures that are literal, but that's just simple, man.
yeah.
They're likening women onto ostriches, because if you're going to say that, then that means there's a worm out there named Jacob, because we were likened to a worm. So, you know, I guess there's just a worm named Jacob out there somewhere that the Lord cares about.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the word for wisdom in the New Testament. It's G4678, and it's called Sophia, which is the woman I was referring to.
Yeah.
And it says in the definition, it says the wisdom which belongs to men.
Mm. Mm. Where's
That's
that?
it.
Oh, that's just the word in general in the New Testament.
Yeah, when you go to wisdom and Sophia, definition A, it says the wisdom which belongs to men.
That's it, bro. Yeah.
Because some Apostle, well, so like,
go ahead.
Apostle Gabar goes into it. Well, he used to go into it a lot. Even when it talks about the children of Israel, when you go into the word children, it says bond, which is sons.
Yep. Yeah.
Congregation or the flock of his pastors, men.
Yeah. They furthermore proven. You know, like I said, they hear these things, get emotional. It's not to disprove you and down talk you as a person. It's just what the Most High is dealing with. The Most High is only dealing with men.
Right.
The truth in that, the 100% truth and the knowledge is only given to men.
Right.
And you got sincere sisters out there that are trying to learn, but we know they're not going to get it the way that we're able to get it, and that's fine. Matter of fact, I'll get that real quick. We'll talk about the weaker vessel.
I was just thinking that. I was like, that's why Eve is a weaker vessel, man. She can't understand everything thoroughly.
I hope I spelled that shit right. And my computer. 1 Peter 3. I'll start at you can start at the top, but I'll start at 6. Even because this is definitely what these women today don't do. All right, 1 Peter 3 and 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. When the last time you seen a so-called Black Native American Latino woman calling their man Lord? You haven't.
Have you seen that?
Right, yeah, right. Yeah. A better question. When have you seen that? You know, what, nigga? That's what you're gonna hear. The so-called Black Native American, especially the so-called Black woman. That's what, nigga. You're not gonna hear Lord. Okay. Fuck that poppy shit. Lord.
They don't even say what nigga. They don't even say, because women, especially most of the so-called Black women, but she doesn't even say, oh, that's my man. She's like, oh, that's my nigga. Oh, I got a nigga. Like,
I got a nigga. It's like, it's like, damn, you know, but it is what it is. But like I said, or slightly, not like I said, 1 Peter 3 and 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. You see? So we know they're not going to get it 100%, like we stated. So we acknowledge them as being the weaker vessel. You know, so there's times where, yeah, you're going to have to apply mercy. Because she might, you might have a time your woman will ask you a question and you explain it to her, she still don't get it. You got to apply mercy, you know, because like she's not going to get certain parts of this. You know, hey, shalom. But, she's not going to get certain parts of this. You know, hell, there's dudes, there's men out here that don't get parts of this.
Right.
You know, but ultimately, like I said, understanding that hey, they're the weaker vessel, so they're not going to get everything. When, why is it labeled them as the weaker vessel? Because the Most High did not deal with them on that level.
Right. I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Like I said, and like I wanted to say, everything goes back to Genesis 3. As brothers say all the time, man. And when you read Genesis 3rd chapter, it still be going on to this day. This is Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous, which means the word clamorous means loud. Who's loud? You know, Israelite woman, preferably the so-called black woman, but also as well the Hispanic and Native American woman. It says she is simple. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Because a lot of our women are simple, man. Because they're simple because they're not following the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai and doing what they're supposed to do. Simple. It even makes the Israelite man simple. Not knowing what's going on, not paying attention, not following Yahweh Bashim Shai, not following the laws and commandments of the best ability, not growing. You know, that's being simple.
Mm-hmm. You got something, Malachi?
No.
Was that okay? Was that on that, y'all know?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, read that last one again. Salaki.
This is Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Right. So I should know nothing because Job 30 other brothers just actually posted it on the comment board too. You know, so the spirit bring it out again. Job 39:17. The Most High had deprived her of wisdom. You know, she was not given any understanding, man. So it's simply plain as that. You know, and it's going to be that way all the way until your house shot coming back, or until your house shot comes back. You know, and that it was a beautiful thing the brother said the other day, man, or I think it was yesterday. You know, because that's the answer to everything. You know, if you going through some shit or something, like, hey, well, your house shot coming back, man.
Yep.
And that's it. You know, that covers every part, every aspect of life. You know, our women are going to be back in order when your house shot comes back. We're going to be back in order first and foremost when your house shot comes back. The heathens are going to be in subjection to us when your house shot comes back. The earth is going to be in perfect harmony when your house shot comes back. So that's all we're waiting on, man. You know, but brothers got anything else?
No.
Hey, well, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. All right, Lord willing, brothers will edify before we close once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Hey, shalom. Double honor, Salakia. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, much love, and citation to those who elect. All right, with that, to the next lesson, shalom. Kwam Yashua, blah, blah, blah. Shalom. Damn, almost hit.